What's up? Bradleyaidanjohnson here on a... One sec, you know what? I'm going to leave this in there. I can't remember what video I'm about to do. I've got 2 videos in my mind, so now I'm going to have to choose between the 2 of them. I've never done that before. Never started a video not knowing which one I'm going to do. So I'm going to do the one on why is it the case that women won't admit to themselves and others that they want to look attractive to the opposite sex. Why is there an inherent shame in that for women that is not present in men? Now, this part is you're gonna have to. Part is you might have experiences in your life. You know, I don't know what you do. You know, I have no way of knowing your life. But my life is a massive percentage of it is talking to girls and guys, predominantly girls, about what they don't like about their body, normally in terms of how fat it is, and the reasons for that and what they plan on doing about it. Yeah, and guys, a lesser percentage, but the same thing. And a guy will be like, this is how a guy will be like, look man, I want to get in shape. If I say to them why, I was like, they'd be like, the honeys man, bitches. That's what they'll be like. They'll do it in their best Rick James voice. They'll be like, you say to a guy, why do you want to get light? I'll be like, bitches. They'll just say that, and you'll be like, all right, cool. And they're like, okay, let's get you in shape. Cool, whatever. Girl will be like, yeah, I want to get in shape. Like, you know, I don't like the way my body looks. And I'll be like, oh, okay, why? Why is it that you care so much about your body? Like, what is it you want to look better for? It's like, well, I'm just trying to feel better in my own skin. It's for me, you know. It's like, whatever. I'm like, really? The way you look, considering most of the time, you know, without mirrors, you can't in fact see the way that you look. And if you go out, which is where you're most concerned with how you look, you're not going to really see any of yourself. Other people will see you, so surely it's for them. And normally the reason you want to look good is for people that have the best appreciation on how good you look, which would be the opposite sex that are innately attracted to you and whom you are attracted to. Logically speaking, it makes most sense that a person will want to be most attractive to the opposite sex, especially considering you are a sentient life form that main mission on this planet is to reproduce through the act of sex, meaning your entire genetic structure is set up for you to want to be attracted to and attractive to the opposite sex. Probably means that you want to look sexy for guys if you're a girl, right? I dare you to find one girl that admits that shit. None of them want to say that. They always say, no, it's for me, it's just for my own sense of confidence. And it's like, no, stop. It's not for you. It's what's for you. It's not for you to look attractive to you. It's for you to look attractive to them. Basically, it's based on your appreciation of what you think, their appreciation of what they think you look like. That's what it is. So you care about what you think other people think you look like. And why is that like shameful? What's the problem with just saying, no, I want to look sexy, so guys look at me and think, woo, child. But it's an interesting topic, and I just wanted to bring it up and see what people thought about it and see people wildly disagree. Is always the case when I always hit hard on home and lose some subscribers. Why is it the case that we're so different in that thing? And obviously we are so very, very different as men and women. We're very, very different. But that to me seems like a really easy admission that doesn't seem to carry too much shame, but it seems to carry a lot of shame. It's a construct that women will defend ferociously. I know my mum specifically would always tell me that no, she would never dress anyway or look anyway for a guy, and like it's my mom, so I'd love that to be true. That sounds great, but it doesn't sound realistic to my ears though. It's like, she's still human, so like really? Like, you're going your whole life just dressing for yourself. Like, that doesn't make any sense. That's not the earth I've been on my entire life. That's not the way I've seen this planet spin. Like, what do you think? As a person listening, maybe you're a male, maybe you're a female. The bulk of my subscribers are male. What do you think? Why is it? And am I right? Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I speak to a lot of people, and you know, a lot of what I do is digging until I get to the point where they're like, this is the real reason, this is the real thing. Because you can't fix or help anything if you can't just get to the real reason that you're doing it. I mean, like, how are you ever going to understand your desire for something if you can't understand why you desire it. That's like psychology 101. If somebody comes in, they're like, oh yeah, I have a real massive problem in this place with this person. They're like, why do you have a problem with this person? It's like, oh, I just hate him because he's always talking about this and I hate that sport, and he's always looking this way and he dresses in this way. And it's like, well, why do you hate that specifically? And then like eventually maybe it gets to, I'm freeballing here, spitballing. Maybe gets to like, well, you know, I had a really bad relationship with my dad, and my dad really liked that sport, and he always wore his hat in this way, and I just hate him because of that. And then it's like, okay, so you got a problem with your dad, the relationship with your dad. Where's your dad right now? When do you speak? Do you speak to him? What's your everything? And then you can get into, it. But if you're just like, no, I just hate that sport for no reason, and I just hate that hat. It's like, okay, well, you know, we can't fix the problem. We can't get into it. We can't discuss it in any way. We can't make any progress until you go, okay, this is the reason. And it's like, why is it that you believe you need this attention? What is it in your life that makes you need that attention? What will happen if, and it's a question that I ask people, what will happen in your life? Let's imagine you come onto this channel, right? Because at some point, the idea of being lean and muscular is positive to you. That must be a portion of the reason that you're on this channel. And then I'm asking you, let's imagine fairy. Why is it a fairy and not a genie? Whatever. Waves their wand, right? And they say, boom, you are now lean and muscular. What now? What do you have now that you didn't have before they waved their wand? Like, what does it change? And if you can understand that the first thing that comes to your mind when I say that, the first thing you would do, that's generally the truth. It's the thing that you think but don't say, like what you would do. If I say to you now, right now, you are lean and muscular, completely shredded and ripped, the most aesthetic body you can look like as a guy, or as a girl, your breasts are perfect, your ass is perfect, your ab structure is perfect, hair and nose and eyes, you're beautiful, perfect, everything. What do you do now? And that thing there that you thought of there, the thing that flashes into your mind, humans, we go like that with our decision making. We just don't trust it when we do it. So we go, that thing there, that's the truth. That's the reason you want it. That's the most important part of it. That's what you desire. And if you can make peace with that thing and try and understand it and admit it to yourself at least, if not anyone else, you have a better job of trying to work yourself out and see if it really is that important to you, or if maybe it's something else that's more important to you that thing's kind of standing in the way of. Because it might be the case that, let's say for example, I say to you, if you're lean and shredded and amazing body to a guy, what's the first thing you do? And the first thing a guy might think of is, there's this girl at work, I'd love her to see that I'm in that case. Then the issue is, you don't really want to get lean and shredded, you want her. And at the moment, you aren't confident enough to approach her. So why don't you deal with that? That's the issue. Why is your confidence? Why do you feel like you're not good enough for her? Why do you feel like she would reject you? Or has she rejected you already and you're not able to deal with that? And why do you think it would make any difference if you were lean with her rejection of you? Like that's the kind of thing that will go on in your mind. Or like, it could be wearing a certain thing. Like, won't you wear that? Why do you want to wear that? What happens when you wear that? Who sees you in that thing that makes it worth wearing that? What point are you trying to prove? And it's just conversations that I'm having with people. I like having these conversations. I like putting these videos up. I had a conversation with someone in my comments the other day that thought I was like the new Bradley Johnson. Like, I changed. I ain't changed. Is negative. I'm not negative. Like, first of all, I didn't change. The fact that you didn't appreciate this was my view on things is, I feel sorry for you, but I'm more than the YouTube videos I put out. If I put out a video on how to lose body fat, it doesn't mean I think losing body fat is the greatest thing. It just means like, here's the video on how to do it. If I put a video out on a refeed, how many videos have I done on refeeds? It doesn't mean I want you to have a refeed. It means, like, I'm saying this is how, someone asked me how to do it, I'm like, hey, go have it. Like, I don't think you need it. I don't think anyone that's been subscribed to me has needed a refeed really at any point. I don't think I have a single subscriber that's needed one. But, you know, whether having one would help them psychologically, that's a different issue. But basically, there's nothing negative about it. I'm just saying, this is the planet I see. It's cool with me. I'm fine with the planet I live on. But sometimes it sounds negative because people don't like the idea of me going straight into their fucking problems. But, yeah, that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to open the floor to that. Discuss. I hope to do a follow-up video to this because I really want to get into why is it that people can't just admit to themselves that they want to fuck. Right? Is that the biggest deal? Man, Sex is good, man. Like, it's a problem. That's all I wanted to say. Bradley Aidan Johnson. Subscribe and like and do all that shit. Peace.